Welcome to Dragonfly Trading. My name is Carrie. Today's video is going to be about Bitcoin, and we're going to take a look at the SPX on the lower time frame. Not financial advice, just the way that I see the market. All right, let's get started. So the first idea is the bullish idea, and that is that we are going to go up and make a third wave from here. This would be a nest, okay? And that the next wave up is going to be a third, fourth, fifth, leading into the white third. It will go right through this resistance here, the third wave. Okay? Invalidation of that happening is coming underneath 20,700, right here at this low. The next idea is that we are still going to the upside, but that we're going to do it in a three-wave fashion in ABC. Now, if the ABC happens, it will look like a third wave, but the difference between the two is that it will get stuck in this resistance, that it will not get above it, flip it to support, and keep going. But we will get a wave to the upside, and this B wave could come lower. It could even come down to this support. Invalidation of this happening is the same low, 20,700, because this B wave cannot come underneath that low. Because this is 5 waves, the only thing that this could be is a zigzag, and the B is not allowed to break the low. Another idea is that we're in a diagonal. Now this diagonal could be finagled a couple of different ways. But what I don't like about it is that all of these waves inside of here were very choppy, very overlappy. And now this wave has made a 5-wave move, clear, impulsive looking 5-wave move. Can it still happen? It can, by making a zigzag up to this trend line. This is something that we want to watch and pay attention for, but it's not my first go-to count. Okay? And then the bearish option is that we've already completed the C wave. This was ABC, WXY. You can see the 618 and the 1-to-1. They overlapped perfectly. And that we wouldn't go any higher, that we're breaking down to the downside. And validation of that is coming over this high at 24,650. You can see that we pivoted off the 200 weekly MA. The bulls are trying to hold that right now. Okay, they're defending it. All right, let's go down a little lower and talk about this current correction. All right, as you can see, it's a very impulsive move. And like I said in my last video, it would have to be a C, A, or a 1. If it's a C, it's the bearish option, and this is a leading diagonal. We're just pulling back in 3 waves. We won't break the high at 24,650 there, this high, and that we'll head to the downside and break this low. If it's a 4th wave and we're headed up for a 5th, we've just pivoted in the prior 4th. This is awfully big though. I am more leaning towards, if this is going to be the B wave or the wave 2, is the more likely option here because of the size of this correction. If we pull a fib retrace, we've bounced off the 0.5. This can still make a bigger correction where this is a 3-wave move. And then we get a partner leg for this leg to the downside. Maybe down to the 618 or 786. Okay? So if this fails, which currently I'm more leaning that it's a 3-wave move, this move right here looks like a flat to me, then we are getting a partner leg for this, or it's the bearish option. Okay? All right, let's take a look at the SPX. Notice this move right here. this was a big flat that came to the 1.618. It looked, you could definitely say it was a 1 and a 2, and that it was headed up for a 3. It was going to get a 4 and then a 5 to the upside, and it failed to make a 5th wave. Notice the shape of that correction is the same as this one. If this is going to try to make an impulse wave, first it has to get up to the 1.618 and then pull back for a 4th and create a 5th to the upside up to the 2.236. If it fails to do that and it rolls over at the 1.618 and takes out this order block right here, the likelihood of it being a 4th wave and going up for a 5th becomes extremely less likely. Okay, so if this pushes up to the 1.618, the 4th wave should hold support in the prior 4th and then push up for a 5th. If it comes through that order block, then it is highly likely that this is just an ABC and it's making the same kind of correction that it did back here. And what will that mean? Well, it will mean that we're at least getting a leg this size to the downside. Okay? Now, one last thing, it can climb higher. How would it do that? By creating a 3-wave move and then a connector, and then it connects this leg to this leg to get this correction up higher. But it would still be a 3-wave move, and then the size of that correction would mean that we're correcting this whole leg as a partner down to the downside. Okay? Let's wait and see what we get before we can determine for sure what's going to happen here. Let's see if we make the impulse wave or we do not. All right, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you Friday for the next one.